Welcome to Pittsburgh. What was your first reaction, I guess, when you found out that you were coming here?
A lot of emotions. Spent a lot of time, 14 years in Dallas. I think I kind of knew a change was going to happen. So you hear the rumors, other teams. I didn't really hear much of Pittsburgh. So when I had that conversation with Joe Nieuwendyk and he brought this team forward, it made the decision pretty easy. Very excited.
Brenden, how do you see yourself fitting in, just looking at their lines? Do you see yourself as a top 6 forward, a top 9 forward? And just what was the conversation like with Ray yesterday in determining the way of the no-trade clause?
He just made you feel appreciated. I have no idea what part. I just don't want to screw it up. Right now, they're going pretty good. So that's up to Dan, Coach Balsma, wherever he sees a good fit. I've been on teams before, Olympics, where you find a role and you do whatever it takes. And I win a cup. I want to win a cup. And I'm going to do whatever role I need to do to help this team do that.
Brenden, what are your thoughts on a popular theory that a guy in your situation can come into an environment like this and sort of get a boost because of the opportunity to go for a cup and be around players that have won before and might benefit from having a guy in the room that they can rally around like that too?
I hope that's the case. A lot of energy, a lot of youth in this team, great players. I know 4 or 5 of them from playing with them, and others just from competing against them and not enjoying that. So it's a great group. And I spent a lot of time on one team, got very comfortable there. I'm looking forward to a new challenge. And if I get a boost from a new team, which I'm sure I'm going to, with the skill this team has, the talent, 2 of the best players in the world, it's going to make it very easy to play.
How much does it kind of help having guys like Nealer, Niskanen, Sid, Flower, Billy G, all guys you know, to kind of help? And what were those conversations like kind of with them before coming in here?
It's to adjust. I haven't been through it before, so guys that have, it's good to talk to them. First couple faces I saw when I walked in the room were Sid and Nealer and Niski, and welcomed me into the locker room, and you just kind of click. You giggle. The jokes that you've had before, the inside jokes, they come right back. So it starts there and it builds, and it's good to have those people. I haven't seen Billy G yet. I'm looking forward to that.
Brenden, what's the to your left, or no, it's your right? What's the dynamic like when you're used to being a captain, and then you walk into another room after all these years where somebody else is the captain? Is there a certain responsibility to the way you're used to behaving as a captain, and does that dynamic change at all?
No, I mean I'm going to do what I do, lead the way I lead. Sid's, this is his team. This is no question there. Not taking anything away from him. He's the best player in the world, and I'm just going to be a piece of the puzzle. I'm not stepping on any toes, but I'm going to come in and do what I do, play how I play, and I think there's a reason that they saw fit with me here.
Hey, Brenden, can you talk about the fire you have to still want to win a cup? I ask because a lot of the Penguins were asked yesterday about acquiring a player who's never won a cup that will help them, in turn, win a cup. So how much does that hunger help energize this room, both on and off the ice, to find that next level?
We'll see in time. One of the reasons, or the reason I picked Pittsburgh, was because of how good a chance they have of winning a cup. And I think knowing Sid from the Olympics and what drives him, I don't think he's happy with one cup. I think he wants to win numerous cups, and that's the biggest reason I came here. Is I want to win. It's been a tough 3-4 years in Dallas, not being a part of that, watching the playoffs and the excitement, the energy, just watching games. I just want to be a part of that again, and this was a good fit for that.
Brenden, how are you feeling health-wise coming here, and as far as your speed, your ability to keep up perhaps with Neil and Malkin, how are you feeling in that regard?
Not a lot of sleep last night, so a little tired right now. Everything looks faster on TV, I hope, because those guys look pretty quick. So the body feels good. I had a real tough year last year physically, but did a lot of work this summer to get healthy. Didn't play a ton of minutes, so there's a lot left in the tank from the start of the year. So the concerns and problems I had back last year aren't really a problem right now. And to keep up with the team, I don't know. I haven't played with them, haven't been on the ice with them. I remember having to chase Sydney around at the Olympics, and he was a lot faster than me back then too. So, but things that ended up working out for us. Yeah, just a lot of things to strengthen the spine. Had neck, back issues, and just a lot of. It took me about 5 weeks of a program to strengthen it and do all the right things, and just kept it up through the summer.
Brenden, welcome to the Berg. You know, when a big trade like this and a player that spent his whole career with one team, a lot of people forget about families and stuff like that. Can you kind of lend us to the conversation you had with your wife and kids? It's obviously a major move, and how much influence did you receive from players like Neil and your agent and Joe Newendike?
I'll tell a quick story about family. I got 3 kids, 8-year-old daughter, boy-girl, twins that'll be 5 in May. And I had an early flight this morning, got up and gave a kiss to my 8-year-old and said I was taking off, and she handled it pretty well. We had the talk the night before, and I get a text when I land in Atlanta from my wife, and she said, Brielle came into the room 2 minutes after you left and saw me crying, and she said, Mom, it's going to be okay. It's only a couple months, and he's got a chance to win a cup. That's how my family handles this. So very supportive, really appreciate it. Joe was first class with the way things were done, and I can't say enough about that organization and team in Dallas, what they did for me, but giving me an opportunity to win the cup here in Pittsburgh was huge by him.
Brenden, just one more here about how important is the number 10, and is Tanner Glass going to be a tough customer?
I think that was the first thing when I walked in the locker room. We got something in the works there. He was very kind with the number, so I know looking at my Twitter feed, that was a big question. Fans were asking what number I was going to have, and Tanner helped me out in that regard.